스티키 라이스 아닌데? It's like watery rice. think I like the first one.
The first one? The last one.
You enjoy the rafting?
Yes,
Yeah.
very fun.
Disgusting.
안에 바나나가 들어가 있어.
아,
Rancangan jangan.
our hotel policy is no durian.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 사야겠다. Vegan spinach one. 미고랭. 와규야?
Oh, Wagyu.
진짜 싸다.
It's like 30 quid.
Yeah.
40 quid.
뭐를? 노마스?
I miss my brothers, you know, like he worked in Italy, so as you see, there's no one around. Here, are you ready? That's it. Have fun, have fun. That's the rule, you know. Remember the rule, you know. All right. I said 1, 2, 3. All of you sing in the corner too. All right. All of you guys, come on. 1, 2, 3, go. Say.
Yeah, it's not the most ideal to get
Just hold it up.
묵직해. 하고 있어요. It's got real coconut pieces in it. I think so.
That's